Oops. Where are we? Where are we? Hello, everybody. Did it just get so loud? Destiny and my husband are fighting. Let me know if the audio's okay. I know I always say this, but I really did mess with it. And I think I fucked it up. Because like sometimes I'll go like this and then it does the worst noise you can think of. What the fuck? I literally I can't even do it. I almost didn't go live because I can't stop burping. Like not because I ate anything, but my abdomen's like swelling up again. I'm laughing because like my friends know they're definitely watching. I'm just like, no. And I literally am like, ah, like and I can't help it. It sounds so fake. And I'm just like, oh no, it's acting up again. No, no, I have an x-ray that I have to get on the 15th. I swear to God, I'm so over it. It's like, oh, and literally, like, I lowered the music just now, and I was like, oh fuck, I hope my mic is muted, and it was. It just like caught me off guard. And then when it starts, it doesn't stop. So forgive me. But aside from that, I saw this clip earlier today and I was like, are you a serial right now? And I sent it to Princess. I told you. I really did fuck it up. So sorry. Rest in peace. Maybe if I'll just go back here. I don't normally do it like that, but that's fine. You know, I hate when you're about to talk some shit. That happens. I'm like, done. I give up. Oh, that just got really loud. If it does it again, I'm getting off. Because it sounds like me. And you guys, whatever, I'm silly. Okay. Bronza sent me a clip just like an hour ago. And I guess it was his response back. And I was like, damn, I need an editor like that. I haven't watched it yet, though. But let's watch Destiny's. La la la. Wherever it went. No, that's this one. Oh, shit. Hold on. That's me. Okay, that's that. Here we go. Sorry. Share screen. He's actually so fucking stupid. I think that's the second one. No, this is the right one.
Genuinely different.
That's really quiet. No? Hold on.
Is that he now has a kind of coterie of oligarchs, including the richest man in the world, who've kissed the ring, worked to get him elected, and are now apparently going to be running America. Now,
nobody had a problem when all the billionaires were doing that for the Democrat politicians. Nobody had a problem about that. But somehow we're supposed to act like this is a problem now. Get the fuck out of here. It's been happening forever. And how do you know that it was billionaire Democrat influence that was involved? Well, it's simple. It's because...
Wait, what?
I'm scared.
One of the ways it's genuinely different is that he now has a kind of coterie of oligarchs, including the richest man in the world, who've kissed the ring, worked to get him elected, and are now apparently going to be running America.
Now, nobody had a problem when all the billionaires were doing that for the Democrat politicians. Nobody.
Who, when, where, how? Can I just say two things? That's, you know what? Two things. One, I think we can say that Asmongold is a political streamer, which is kind of funny because 2 means that Hassan is only the second largest streamer now for politics on Twitch.
Nobody had a problem about that, but somehow we're supposed to act like this is a problem now. Get the fuck out of here. It's been happening forever. And how do you know that it was billionaire Democrat influence that was involved? Well, it's simple. It's because Bernie Sanders isn't the president right now.
Okay, we're gonna bring this around. It's gonna come around. This is gonna make sense. This is gonna make a lot of sense, I'm sure.
Is the audio bad?
Yeah, that's the proof.
1.
This is a model.
Wait, why are we saying 1 in the chat? Oh no! Oh no! Husband 1. Okay.
Oh, that's actually familiar across the world. It's pioneered and perfected by strongmen like Viktor Orban in Hungary and Recep Erdogan in Turkey, and of course, Vladimir Putin in Russia. All of these rulers have their little crew of corporate and industrial titans who often hold no official government titles, but do the work of the regime in ways large and small, legitimate and otherwise, in return for their access and special privileges, including squeezing the state coffers to line their own pockets. As the Atlantic's Franklin Foer puts it, the regime does the bidding of the billionaires. And
this is one of the tricks that media does, is they write articles that are inaccurate or problematic, and then they cross-reference each other to create the semblance of authenticity or authority. So like they use each other for references, and they're like, well, he said it, and then I'm referencing back to this article that was written here. But the fact is that it's bullshit in a lot of cases. Like I think like Black Myth Wukong, like the example like that before is just like it. I'm not saying that this is like
Remember Gamergate? Okay.
Exactly what it is. The regime does building of billionaires, and in turn the billionaires do the bidding of the regime. Sure, of course this happens. Yeah, definitely. Right? The unique danger of a Trumpist oligarchy, complete bullshit. Absolute complete bullshit. Do you really think all the other billionaires are giving do you think that they gave all the other candidates money because they like them? And this is the thing, right? It's like a misrepresentation that's then referred back to as an authority.
Turn the billionaires do the bidding of the regime.
Yeah.
Power grows ever more concentrated.
This is why you need to, guys, when you're watching these alternative media people, you have to ask for examples. Like, give an example of this. Like when you say
You.
that George Soros, because that's who he's referring to, right? When George Soros is doing improper things, like what? Give me an example. What are we talking about? Like, what are these horrible things that they're doing that's even remotely close to the level of influence that Elon Musk has given to Trump?
Money that there's nothing wrong with PACs. It's just like it's like I mean, there's conspiracies around it. I don't remember what it was called, though. I probably should have looked that up before I started this video. Dark money? I don't think it's dark money. Essentially, if I remember correctly, because I remember Rolo did a video on this, it was like, I think you can have donors, something like that, where they don't have to give their name or anything. They can stay anonymous, and so then the money can end up not tunnels, they're just like in other areas. Sorry, is it going in and out? Dude, it's going in and out for me. It's like when you're funding a political campaign, whether it's directly or not, it's like the more money that a side has, the more they can win. I don't know why, like, this is like common knowledge. This is how AOC fucking got pushed in. I was actually just reading about her. Not pushed in. She earned it. But like, you know what I mean? I was looking it up. I was like, who's the youngest person that became like a House of Reps? I guess it was her. Fun fact. Also, Biden was hot. You guys see, Biden has been a good-looking man well into his 60s, okay? Go Trump, but still.
As the owners and the corrupt leaders conspire to protect their mutual hold on it. In short order, this arrangement has the potential to deliver a double blow to the American system. It can undermine capitalism and erode democracy all at once.
Eroding democracy is when you lose.
Also, one of the things that PACs can do is like, You know how I've been bitching about the media and shit? And how I think it's dishonest? They could literally spew another narrative. And because they're not directly with the campaign, whatever the fuck that means, it's like they can get away with it with absolute immunity. It's crazy. There's like a lot of, when did PACs come out? Ooh, like, I'm done. I hate it. 2010? Hold on.
Is the vote.
I don't think that's what he's complaining about. My guess is, if this is 7 hours ago, is he's probably complaining about the fact that Elon Musk, who is the richest man in the world, who's controlling a social media platform that was like openly pro-Trump and supporting Trump, is now in calls with the president-elect with foreign leaders. That's probably what he's talking about.
I don't know why he would say that, because like if you're a part of any PAC, let's say, why would you be making the claim that he's probably getting confused? Because that's what Elon Musk is doing. Like when you point the finger like that, that just makes you look guilty, you know? And there's nothing to be guilty about. I mean, yeah, they're controversial. They're not even controversial. It's like a well-known thing. I don't know. Is that like bad if people knew that? I feel like everything in politics is like that. I don't know.
About not just losing the vote, but.
And you may say, and you would be right, that corporate titans have always had a lot of political power, certainly from the little guy in America. But really, this is completely different from anything we've seen before.
Also, there's like I was looking up the House of Reps thing, and apparently if like there's a lot of wealthy people that will literally donate to like a newbie that maybe doesn't get the funding yet because, you know, they have to campaign and whatever, and maybe they don't know donors. There's like people that donate money just because they hate the person that keeps them running and wins. It's just a thing. So it's like, I would say there's probably very wealthy people on both sides who are willing to do the same thing and higher up. It's not illegal.
I'm sorry, but like,
Ow.
How? What about super PACs and all these other things? This has been going on.
He doesn't know what a super PAC is, guaranteed.
On forever.
Just look at Elon Musk.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm Doc.
I've seen him talk on stream about super PACs before.
Gothic MAGA. America's just not just going to be great. America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing.
At least Elon's got the background, not in politics, just like a track record. You know, he's got rockets and shit, electric cars and shit, right?
Massive crushing victory. Get everyone, friends,
family. My point with that was like, I feel like he's like a net good, you know? Everybody has you know what's crazy is like, I was not on Twitter when the whole Twitter files thing was going on, but I was looking into it the other day, and it's like, I guess I'm so late to it, but it was like, you have one side that's censoring like Republicans, and it's like, oh, now they're bitching. It seems like the people that hate Elon Musk are on the left. I'm generalizing, obviously. It's like, I haven't seen hate on Elon until probably the Twitter thing. And it's like, you see, anytime you get power that's used in a polarizing way, the people go fucking nuts over it. Not because they actually hate him, but anytime it threatens their security, they like freak out about it. Like, Elon's a nice guy.
People on the street, put the signs up, put the hat on. Let's go.
The wildly charismatic billionaire rocket and electric car magnate.
What a talker, man. Oh my God. What a talker.
$130 million of his own wealth to get Trump elected. Yeah. That alone is unheard of. I mean, as far as we have records of, no one's ever done that before.
Didn't the Kamala Harris super PAC have like $17 billion or something like that? I mean, like,
Oh shit.
What the money that an entire super PAC raises is not even, it's not even the claim that this guy just made. He just claimed that no individual on record has ever donated that much wealth individually to get a candidate elected before.
Are you dumb? Stop. But what the fuck? Oh my God. Destiny's not stupid, but he sure sounds stupid when he says shit like that.
Why are you citing the entire amount of money that a super PAC might have raised? Also, I have no idea how much money was even spent over the last election cycle. 17 billion? That sounds high. How much money was spent in 2024 election cycle? $16 billion will be spent in the entirety of the 2024 election cycle. In the entirety. I'm guessing this is from both sides for all races, is my guess here.
Well,
I don't know. I mean,
wait, why go back? What was the source? U.S. News? $16 billion will be spent in the 2024 election. New U.S. subs running 17 billion over budget. We're directly under it. For sure. For sure. I'm just kidding. It's Navy. Biden-Harris administration. Oh, my computer. Biden-Harris administration. Wait, why the fuck? Wait a minute. 2024. The 2024 election cycle will end up costing close to $16 billion. Election transparency nonprofit Open Secrets has projected. Okay, this is the same source. Even after adjusting for inflation, that predicted total is more than any other election cycle except for 2020. And it includes a hefty $5 billion plus in projected purchases by super PACs and other outside groups. The precise total is still in flux. Campaigns will likely keep spending lavishly on ad buys and get out the vote efforts until the polls close. But with the end of the breathtakingly tight presidential race between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump finally in sight, along with finishes for various nail-biting congressional races, here's a look at how the candidates and their allies have spent their billions so far. Harris's campaign has spent more than double Trump's. Vice President Kamala Harris Campaign Committee has routinely outspent former President Donald Trump since Harris entered the race over the summer. Data from the Federal Election Commission shows Donald Trump spent around $356 million. Mind you, he's been campaigning like nonstop. Kamala Harris has spent she's passed the, well, it's just a graph, but 881 million. These totals only include spending by the candidate committees themselves, not outside groups. Super PACs and other outside groups have poured billions, that's with a B, as in Brian. Well, that didn't help, did it? Yeah. Okay. Add in outside groups and the spending spree becomes even more dramatic. Are we good? Wait, let me plug in. Oh, no. Sorry. I get so distracted. Just gonna like brush over that. Sick. Ow. Super PACs, nonprofits, and other political operatives are spending more than ever to promote their chosen candidates and denigrate their opponents. Both parties have poured money into ads in battleground states. They just like broke it up. Democrats have outspent Republicans in many competitive Senate races, and they still lose. Sorry, I had to. Okay. How much Democrats and Republicans spent in competitive Senate races? Holy fuck. Anybody? Ted Cruz? Let's see. 77 million. His opponent, Colin. Sorry, I can like barely read this shit when it's like in little tiny letters. I can see the colors. So 78 million. Ohio, holy fuck. 88 million when their opponent, Bernie, spent 21 million. It's a little excessive. The exception to this rule is the Texas Senate race, where incumbent Republican Senator Ted Cruz has spent. I can't. Ah! Okay. It just.
And this is the problem. Like, yeah, like George Soros, other people like this. Like, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about? What has George Soros done? Like, what's an example? Like, what's an example?
Like, the problem is that anybody can see that the government is bought and paid for. It's obvious. Okay. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows the government's rigged. But you're not going to gaslight people into thinking this is oh, wow, now it's rigged. It's been rigged, and you were defending it. But now you're not because it's not rigged in your favor. That's it. Harris got like 3 times the money Trump.
Waiting for an example. They're going to be here. It's coming.
Even the people in his chat, I don't know if you can see that, but they're just like, true.
Yeah, exactly. It's pay to win. Yeah. Musk also.
Listen to what he just said.
Harris got like 3 times the money Trump did. Yeah, exactly.
Harris just got 3 times the money Trump did.
It's pay to win. Yeah.
It's pay to win. Yeah. Those two statements directly contradict each other. It's just like, this is emotivism. This is what we're doing. It's just like, we're just saying things that are like pegged to an emotion. None of them like logically makes sense. Like, what?
Musk also bought Twitter for $44 billion and drove its value into the ground. I mean, essentially setting half that money on fire, like $22 billion worth of value.
I love how the quote of Elon Musk is such a stupid asshole. He bought Twitter for $44 billion and now he only controls all 3 branches of government. Yeah, it's crazy how, he used this as a weapon to effectively change the outcome of an election. It is the most powerful media tool probably in the world right now. And somehow the way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
Yeah. Oh, God, he's actually so fucking stupid. Holy shit. He's a fucking. When people are valuing the business that you buy, they're not typically thinking of it as, well, you could use it as a subversive tool of propaganda to gain like illegitimate control over the state. That is correct. Yes, that's how it goes. When you buy a firm, you're usually thinking in terms of valuation of like, what can you?
So, like tenant. Okay, wait a minute. I think it's this. Wait, so what about tenant media? Didn't the Russians? Whatever. We're talking about U.S. elections.
Sell the firm for in the future. It is indeed. That's like saying, oh, this guy spent $55 billion buying a firm that develops like a super secret sniper rifle, and it's only going to sell for like $2 billion in the future. What a bad buy. And it's like, oh, but what you didn't know is he was going to use a sniper rifle to like assassinate world leaders. Oh, I guess it was a good buy then. No, obviously that's not what people are thinking when they're valuing Twitter. They're not thinking of, oh, he's going to use this as an actual like propaganda arm of one of the campaigning people to control the entire government. Jesus.
It's just like such a one-dimensional way of thinking.
It's, never mind, okay.
In order to turn the social media platform into a right-wing propaganda machine to get Donald Trump elected.
It's again, like from anybody on social media, like I'm not going to look at what Elon Musk did with Twitter. Also, Twitter is not a right-wing propaganda machine. There are tons of people that are left-wing that are posting on.
The owner is literally a supporter of the right wing. He literally commandeered the @America account to promote the right wing talking points to get Donald Trump elected. And he literally, the owner of the platform, literally retweets other right wing accounts. Like,
he doesn't even go here.
if this isn't a right wing platform, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, they don't like it when we have the control now. That's how we felt. Oh, the tables have turned.
Do you think Asmongold was one of the people pissing and shitting and
like, I don't know what doesn't compute here right now for him, but it's like, that's like literally how the Republicans felt before he bought it, because everything was getting censored. It was beyond that from what I read. It was like illegal what they were doing. So it's like, again, you just proved Asmon's point again. Asmongold. You just proved his point again, that when it's not in your favor, you're bitching.
Themselves whenever there would be a person would post something like, I think Jewish space lasers are destroying our DNA, and they get banned, and they're like, oh, left-wing moderation, oh my God, left-wing, oh my God, the left-wing censorship media. Like, Jesus.
Wing propaganda machine to get Donald Trump elected.
It's again, like, from anybody on social media, like, I'm not going to look at what Elon Musk did with Twitter. Also, Twitter is not a right-wing propaganda machine. There are tons of people that are left-wing that are posting on Twitter, and they can post basically whatever they want. The fact is that,
yeah, like, you're happy that so-and-so died at you know what I mean. I won't even go there. I won't be petty.
Twitter is an open space for people to have opinions. That's it. It is? No, it's not. What happens if you follow a bunch of left-wing people? Well, then you're going to get their opinions instead. That's what happens.
You do know that, like, Elon's account in and of itself has like an artificial boost on, like, its.
Yeah, because when people sign up, it's like you have to follow somebody. I know what he's talking about, but it's like, so now you're holding standards for him? Why? You know, it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that like these Democrats get Beyonce, fucking Taylor Swift, and they're like, oh, because he's the one running Twitter, get the fuck out of here. Like, he could never run in this country. He can support and endorse, but that's about it. It's like, you guys fucking run the media. It's like, oh, he gets like an automatic people follow him or whatever. So he has a larger base still. So do you really think people go into a voting booth like Elon Musk told me to do this? Maybe, actually. Sucks to suck.
Tweets, right?
It's like I can't. I won't even.
If
I'm
we are
scared
to believe
this
what Twitter
thing's
employees
gonna
say,
go
and
off.
the fact that you get them spammed like fucking crazy to you every
Like, literally, it just blows my mind because this is like what PACs do. It's annoying.
time you log onto that.
not like when Elon Musk took over, he went and banned Bernie Sanders. That's not how it works. I see far left opinions all the time. So do I, constantly.
And it kind of worked.
Mm-hmm.
And not just to get Trump elected, but to make the world's richest man even richer.
How do you feel about right-leaning, non-political content creators being much more willing to express their political opinions and endorsing candidates versus big left content creators avoiding politics for fear
Because we're honest.
of alienating their audience? I've gone over this a lot now. Is that the right wing, because they have a cult, it's just so much more easy to roll people into it. And there's
Isn't your merch like not a cult? It's crazy. I literally just watched a video yesterday of him saying, if anybody discounts our leading president, then cut them out. It's like, if anybody's in a cult where they ostracize people if they say the wrong thing or even try to leave, like, get the fuck out of here. The projection.
so much acceptance, there's so much support. It's just like there's such a huge incentive and reward structure there for kind of like becoming part of the right-wing cult, right? You support Daddy Trump, now you've got a whole bunch of new fans, a whole bunch of people that are thumbs upping and, you know, approving of you and supporting you. It's just like,
Tesla among this week's biggest gainers on the S&P, up nearly 20%, fueled, of course, by the president-elect's victory. That surge resulting in a windfall for Elon Musk, who now has a net worth of $290 billion. I
mean, you see, right? You don't have to be like super sophisticated to see how like wildly corrupt this could be. Trump isn't even.
I do. I think it could be corrupted.
Like, it blows my mind because, like, literally, the left wing or just left-leaning new legacy media, whatever people call it, literally say all this shit about Trump, all this shit that's not true. They claim he says he injected for everybody to inject bleach, but now you're bitching because one of the richest men in the world gets behind him while you guys do like the PAC shit. I know how PACs work. And you don't even know how they work. We know how they work.
It absolutely could be.
Remember what I said before, though? The reason why these people are willing to accept this, and he's about to say it, is, yeah, it is corrupt, just like it's always been corrupt, right? If your mindset is that all of this stuff has always been corrupt, these people have always been like criminals and crooks, then of course it's easy to accept anytime somebody is actually like a criminal or a crook.
I'd rather have a criminal for a president. I want somebody to do some dirty shit. Okay, we're like really struggling over here. It reminds me of one time I get on a plane and it was delayed for like hours. And when we were, whatever you call it, when we're getting in the air, like the captain comes on, he's like, all right, guys, sorry that took so long, but don't worry, we're going to fly this plane like we stole it. And I was like, that's the energy I need right now. It makes me laugh. I think of it often. It's like, they don't like when, it's like y'all literally somehow pushed the president out of his job without his knowledge. You did it too late, but the whole media was lying about it. And then you're bitching because you didn't do it soon enough, where you could have had like a decent campaign with somebody who was never elected in the primaries. Okay. Nobody likes her. And then you gaslit your damn selves. And now you're pissed. But I say that this is a problem. And it's like, no, we can't do that. But then they say they want to censor shit. Stop it. Stop it. And I'm talking just like, you don't think that Elon can talk about this shit? You think it really changes things? If you genuinely think that, why didn't fucking Kamala go on Rogan? It's like y'all needed that male vote so badly. And somebody thought, Rogan? Yeah, no, that's not a good thing. That's where all the men are, you know? But anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Right? Like, it's easy to accept that.
I think in some cases it is. But the problem is that you're not going to get any sympathy from people when this has been something that's been going on forever.
Like, there it is. Yeah. It hasn't been going on forever. You just don't know anything. You just have no history understanding. You have no concept of what goes on in the media. You don't even know what a super PAC is. You don't know what any of this is.
Literally,
but you're like, oh yeah, this has been happening.
They gaslit themselves so hard that they have been betting thousands of dollars on the election, thinking Kamala was going to win. It's crazy. I love being in the Reddits. Are you guys in the Reddits right now? Holy fuck. They're brainwashed. Help them.
Forever. No, it hasn't. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the United States of America. Well, I can't think of it. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's even remotely close to this.
Close to what?
I can't think of anything remotely close to this. Like, Twitter has become like RT. Like, it's just insane.
Citizens United was codified into law before Trump was even around.
You don't know what that case was about. You don't know what it does. You don't know what a super PAC is. Like, kill me.
So
dude.
What are we talking about? How Elon Musk?
Okay. A super PAC, Super Political Action Committee. This is on ChatGPT for anybody that would like to look it up themselves. Is a type of independent political action committee in the United States that can raise and spend unlimited amounts of money to support or oppose political candidates. we're not. Unlimited amounts of money to support or oppose political candidates. However, super PACs are prohibited from directly coordinating with or donating to the candidates or their campaigns. Here's how they work. Fundraising. Unlike regular PACs, which have strict limits on how much they can raise from individuals or organizations, super PACs can raise unlimited funds from individuals, corporations, unions, and other groups. Spending. Super PACs can spend unlimited amounts on advertising, events, and other forms of outreach to promote or oppose a candidate, as long as they do so independently without direct communication with the candidate's campaign. 3, transparency. Super PACs are required to report their donors and expenditures to the Federal Election Commission, FEC, providing some level of transparency. Developed after 2010 U.S. Supreme Court decision in Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission and a subsequent lower court ruling in speechnow.org versus FEC. The landmark Supreme Court decision ruled that corporations and unions could spend unlimited amounts of money on political advocacy as long as it was independent of candidates' campaigns. The court argued that such spending is a form of free speech protected by the First Amendment. Shortly after Citizens United decision, the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in speechnow.org versus FEC that political, sorry, I'm trying so hard not to burp right now. I can't sit in this position. Not only make independent, independent expenditure. That's hard for me to say, okay. Without directly donating to campaigns, could accept unlimited contributions from individuals, corporations, and unions. This ruling directly led to the creation of super PACs. PACs yep. And then it just hallucinates and says the same thing. Okay, let's go back.
Is some kind of like unique danger. It's outrageous. Yeah, he lost the game, bro. Like, yeah, he lost the game. That's it.
Hasn't yet, but the mere fact he will be has investors flocking to invest in Elon Musk companies because Musk is close to the press. They know. In fact, they probably saw the Trump family photo from Mar-a-Lago celebrating the day after the election, a family photo that...
You're being conspiratorial, Democrats. Get it together.
Interestingly, doesn't include Melania Trump, who I think is...
Twitter and YouTube literally had the president banned off their platform. Do you know how long it took them to ban him? And they banned him because he was inciting violence, which all the Republicans, by the way, even the Republicans agreed to, and all of your hack conservative commentators agreed to before they realized that Trump was still going to remain popular.
Wake up, people. Wake up.
In the party. So yeah, they did ban him for breaking the rules. That's how it's supposed to go. Yes.
Donald Trump's wife the last time I checked. But there's Elon Musk. He gets the friends and family discount now. And while he's sitting on...
Like, I wonder who's, like, it just blows my mind that they don't think anything is wrong with the way they do shit. It blows my mind. I have no doubt in my mind that the violence that they incited, even though they won't take accountability for it, were the attempted assassinations, attempted assassinations. Well, he was a registered Republican. He was 18. Fucking idiot. Nobody decides, I'm going to go shoot the president unless they're paranoid. I wonder where they get that info from. It's like, you can't directly show it, but it's like, it's obvious. Everybody knows it too. It's just like, they're a bunch of fucking babies, dude.
I don't get it. So like now this
we understand. Yeah.
Some kind of, because they're
okay.
The
let's go to his version of events. So literally Princess sent me the response. I was like, damn, I want an editor that fucking gets that right away. It's funny, but where am I? Here we are. Stop sharing. So he responded. That was the one we just looked at. There we go.
What did I do?
Musk also bought Twitter for $44 billion and drove its value to the ground. I mean, essentially setting half that money.
Okay, so just for reference, Asmongold is reacting to Destiny reacting to him. And then me. It's like a sandwich.
On fire, like $22 billion worth of value.
I love how the quote of Elon Musk is such a stupid asshole. He bought Twitter for $44 billion, and now he only controls all three branches of government. You know, he used this as a weapon to effectively change the outcome of an election. It is the most powerful media tool probably in the world right now. And somehow the way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
Yeah. Oh, God, he's actually so fucking stupid. Holy shit, he's a fucking retard. When people are valuing the business that you buy, they're not typically thinking of it as, well, you could use it as a subversive tool of propaganda to gain like illegitimate control over the state. That is correct. Yes, that's how it goes. When you buy a firm, you're usually thinking in terms of valuation.
I respect Destiny a lot. I think that if you look at the reason why he did it, and if you look at it in the context of his other companies and his other goals, I think it makes a lot of sense. He just called you an R word.
And are now apparently going to be running America.
No, nobody had a problem when all the billionaires were doing that for the Democrat politicians. Nobody.
Who, when, where, how?
And you may say, and you would be right, that corporate titans have always had a lot of political power, certainly from the little guy in America. But really, this is completely different from anything.
This is reaction.
I'm sorry, but like, how? What about super PACs and all these other things? This has been going.
Even though he doesn't know what a super PAC is, guaranteed.
You're not going to gaslight people into thinking this is the, oh, wow, now it's rigged. It's been rigged, and you were defending it. But now you're not because it's not rigged in your favor. That's it.
You just don't know anything. You just have no history, understanding. You have no concept of what goes on in the media. You don't even know what a super PAC is. You don't know what any of this is.
Destiny, for the love of Christ. 1 week ago, you were telling XQC that Kamala was the favorite, and he bet 700K on her.
Did you see XQC put 700K on it?
Dude, yeah, he asked me yesterday. He's like, who do you think's going to win? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Kamala. Like, you really feel it? I was like, yeah, I think so. And then he sent me a picture of the bet.
That's
like,
so funny.
Then, on the same stream, you showed Harris' campaign has spent more than double Trump's.
Listen to what he just said.
Harris got 3 times the money Trump did? Yeah, exactly.
Harris just got 3 times the money Trump did.
It's pay to win? Yeah.
It's pay to win, yeah. Those two statements directly contradict each other.
Destiny, for the love of Anubis. You can claim Elon's wealth was instrumental in getting Trump's elected, while also seeing how Harris was pushed so much that she turned from being one of the most disliked vice presidents in history to be seen as the second coming of Obama. Meanwhile, this is what her own people were saying behind closed doors.
And I'm going to say what a lot of these folks aren't saying. I'm just going to say it. If you think that there is consensus among the people who want Joe Biden to leave, that they will support Kamala, Vice President Harris, you would be mistaken. And I'm going to say that because if they're going to come out and say all their little things on background off the record, but they're not going to be fully honest, I'm going to be honest for them.
Okay, say what you will about AOC, but you can't... The fucking bartenders with the tea. We always have the tea.
In these rooms, I see what they say in conversations. A lot of them are not just interested in removing the president. They are interested in removing the whole ticket.
Should there have been an open primary, though?
Well, see, we thought that there would be. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, that there would be an open primary.
So you have an historically disliked vice president. Her own people don't want her. Internal.
Can we take a moment to just realize that somebody or a group of people in the Democratic Party thought we cannot have Trump become president. He's going to be a threat to democracy. Let's throw Biden out of this shit. And we'll put her, whoever thought, like, okay, justice for Biden, first of all, but whoever thought that Kamala Harris really stood a chance against Trump, like when you really look at this shit, it's like you're going to put, like that's who they thought would win. I think Biden would have stood a better chance. And has dementia. No offense. It's like, even whatever the fuck his name was, Tim, he would have a better chance.
polling showing Biden would have lost catastrophically.
They were privately telling reporters at the time that Kamala Harris couldn't win. Biden campaign's own internal polling at the time when they were telling us he was the strongest candidate showed that Donald Trump was going to win 400 electoral votes.
And now you want to tell me it's not pay to win when the media was praising her as the next Obama, and you were so convinced she would win that XQC bet 700K on her. Come on now, my man. Back to you, Baldy.
You know, he used this as a
I
weapon
didn't
to
hear about
effectively
this.
change the outcome.
Bandit says, Torshaa, did you see Trump wants to remove Section 230 and have an internet bill of rights? Fuck yes. I didn't see it. When did he say this? Hell yes. I'm just looking out for the kids, okay? It's like, wait, kids? Everybody.
Of an election, and somehow the way that you're grading its viability is about how much somebody would buy it for.
I think that if you look at the reason why he did it, and if you look at it in the context of his other companies and his other goals, I think this proves it. 1 trillion. Okay, so it's $1 trillion. It's gone up by 20%. So that means it's $200 billion. Twitter was bought for $40 billion.
I'm looking.
That's how I see it, right? That's how I see it. Thought this would be funny to watch.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events.
Going to another singles event, and this is my outfit.
Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events.
Come with us to a Thursday event. No attractive men.
Hold on,
found.
I saw this,
Once again,
but was this recent? Because I heard that this was an older video, but I haven't fact checked it yet. If it's the thing I'm thinking of. Does anybody know when it came out?
Again, modern women get disappointed after attending a single event. The lack of male attendees.
I didn't even know what a singles event was. The closest thing I've ever...
I will die on this hill when I say that the way that they manipulate the media on the left specifically has way more implications, meaning like they have way more. If you're worried about speech turning violent, deluding and gaslighting people in general into believing a certain message, will do it. Okay, it's not like there's certain violent things that you can maybe track to when somebody commits a violent act. Like I always give the fucking manifesto example. It's like that you can usually tell they leave it behind if they whatever. You really, really, really want to get people violent, you delude them. I'll die on that hill. I say it all the time. People's minds are very fragile. And so they don't fact check. It's a disgrace, you know, especially when they like to act like they're so intelligent. They're not. That there's intelligent people on both sides, believe me. But it's like this attitude that they're just so righteous about it. And I'm generalizing. I'm talking about when I see in comments and shit, Reddits. It's like, get it together. You're literally like low level that you believe everything you're told. Schools teach you not to do that. If you go to good schools, at least, you know, we like to give shit to like schools, but like, it's not until you get in college that they're really trying to, they will give you better grades if you're liberal, right? But it's like your early school teachers, I'm thinking middle school, they're genuinely, in my opinion, trying to help people critically think. And you know what they do? They get out of school and they spew these talking points. They're all NPCs. I can't unsee it. I was like, what I thought they were just, well, sometimes I do think some of them are stupid, but it's like, if you're so hell-bent on somebody's behavior, why wouldn't you fact check it? It's like, why are you torturing yourself? Like, why are you doing that? Anyway.
Ever had to a singles event is I used to draft in Magic the Gathering on Friday nights.
Is the main reason for their disappointment, and some got mad to the point of calling it a waste of time and money.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day.
Imagine how guys feel doing anything.
Here's how it went. I was so nervous, you guys.
Yeah.
This was a singles tournament at this paddle club here in New York City. You would play with different partners every game. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit. There was food and drinks and a DJ, so the vibe was good, but I wasn't really vibing with anyone. So please keep pushing me to put myself out there. Thanks, guys.
I'm not 6 feet. I don't have a six pack. I don't make six figures. And guess what? I don't care.
Oh my God, this background music used to be the theme. So I was like, am I playing something? Where'd that come from?
Okay.
Less than attractive guys would be rejected, and the handsome guys don't want masculine women. Women don't want the guys who need singles events. The guys women do want don't need this event.
That's basically it. Yep, there we go.
Wait, so is this it? Oh wait, we're on a different video now. I'm done. Okay, I'm over it. I can't. Okay, I'm nonstop hiccuping. I'll probably go live again like soon because it's already 10 p.m. But okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta stand up. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Tell me in the comments below why you think XYZ is stupid, why you think CYX is stupid. Wear your sunscreen, be nice, and don't take shit from people. Okay, that's your advice. Love you. Bye.